Hey there. Welcome back to LSEA Yoga. My name is Laura, and today's practice is the peaceful positivity flow. So it is designed to help us release negative thoughts. We're going to have a nice relaxing beginning in a seated flow, and then we're going to move a little and then relax at the end. So if you're ready, get on your mat and I'll meet you there. We'll begin today in seated. So find a comfortable seat, maybe sitting up on something if that helps tilt your pelvis back and make the spine long. It can be a simple cross-legged position, maybe half lotus, if that feels better. Backs of the hands to the knees, and close the eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose and let it out through an open mouth. Place one hand on the lower belly and one hand just above it on the upper belly. Now, as you're breathing, let the belly go. Release it into the hands. As you inhale, the belly gets full. And as you exhale, the hands move toward the spine as the belly empties. Slow, deep breaths. Now, today's practice is about releasing negative thoughts. And while we can't stop negativity from happening in the mind, we can release it when it does. And that's what we're practicing today. So whether you're sitting in meditation, as we are now, or you're moving in your yoga practice, or you're sitting at your desk, when you notice a thought pattern that's not serving you, let it go. Let it drift by like a little fluffy cloud. The mind generates thought. That's its job. And sometimes those thoughts are meant to prepare you. They're trying to get you ready for sort of a worst case scenario, right? And it runs through different ways that things could go. Or it runs through the way things went, right? Because maybe you wish they went another way. And it's designed to do that. It's designed to prepare you. But sometimes that's just not productive, and we get caught in a loop. So we have to learn how to let those thoughts go. So when one pops up, acknowledge it, thank it, and then let it go. Make room for gratitude. And release the hands back to the knees. And slowly open the eyes. And we'll get started with movement, but we're going to stay right where we are in seated. So again, maybe your legs are in cross-legged, maybe they're in half lotus or full lotus, if that feels good. And just start to twist toward the right. Left hand to the right knee, right hand behind you, get tall. And twist toward the right, maybe looking right. Each time you inhale, you get taller. And as you exhale, you twist from the belly button. One more breath. And come on back to center. Let's take that to the other side. Left hand behind, right hand, left knee. Get tall. And twist to the left. Breathing in. Crown reaches up toward the sky. Breathing out. Twist a little deeper. Breathing deep. And come on back to center. Let's take that into a side bend back over to the right. So plant your right hand over to the right, up with the left, and start to bend to the side as you twist the torso up toward the sky. Bending into the right elbow as much or as little as it feels good. Just looking for a side stretch here that's gentle, never painful, never pinching. Breathe into the side waist, always turning up toward the sky. Come on back to center, take that over to the left. Right arm reaches up, turn the torso up, so heart reaching up toward the sky and over. If you've been sitting a lot, the sideways can be very tight here, so be gentle, give yourself some grace. One more big breath. Come on back to center. Let's do all that again. Twisting toward the right. Inhale, get tall. Exhaling, twist. Just 3 breaths. Back to center. Take it over to the left. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more big breaths. Back to center, side bend it to the right. Dropping the left hip down as you turn up. Back to center, over to the left. Dropping the right hip this time. And come on back up. Bring the hands to the knees. And we're going to do a little bit of movement and breathing together. We're going to take it in the torso in circles. So as you inhale, move the chest over to the left, toward the front of your mat, and over to the right. As you exhale, round the spine and circle back. Inhale it forward, arching the spine as you do so. Exhaling, round it back. Inhaling forward. Exhaling back. Keep moving like that. Maybe closing the eyes. Maybe letting the head go. Mobilize the spine. A couple more times like that. Last one here, and on your next inhale, reverse it on the opposite direction. Inhaling, arch. Exhaling around. Keep it going. Stretching into the areas that need it most. One more time around. Next time you finish exhaling and round toward the back. Inhale, arch it straight up toward the front. Look up. Exhaling, pull back and round. One more time. Inhale, forward. Exhaling, round. And come back to a neutral spine. Now we'll step to the front of the mat and just drop into a forward fold. Mobilize the spine. Now we're going to get the legs involved. So hang the torso over the bent legs. We haven't done any stretching yet, so the knees can be quite bent here. Just breathing into the back of the legs, turning the sit bones up toward the sky, pressing all 10 toes. And on your next inhale, come on up with a flat back up to standing. Reach the arms up. Interlace all the fingers except for the pointer fingers. Arch back a little. Exhaling, swan dive it down. Inhale, reach the crown of the head forward, long spine. Exhaling, step the left foot back into a lunge. Inhale, the chest reaches forward, fingertips tented on the floor. Breathe into your left hip flexor, both hips. Stretch it out. On your next exhale, start to straighten the right leg and pull the hip back away from the foot. Pyramid pose. Leg can be bent. Inhaling, pressing into the front foot. Exhaling, pull the hips back away from that. Inhale, bend the knee, chest reaches forward. And exhale, pull it back, pyramid pose. One more time like that. Inhale. And exhale. This time, inhale, bending into the knee, and as you exhale, plant the hands and step it back into a downward dog. Now, in downward dog, stretch it out. Maybe leaning into the shoulders, so pressing the chest through the shoulders. A little bit of a back bend, maybe pedaling the feet. On your next inhale, reach the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, step it forward in between the hands and reach the right arm up. Open twist. Reach it back, maybe adding a little back bend. Breathing into the hips. I'm going to rock around a little. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, swim that hand forward, all weight into the right foot, lift the left. Inhale with a flat back. And as you exhale, fold it forward and reach the left toes up toward the sky. Standing split. Inhale, long spine again. Exhaling, feet together and fold. Inhale, come on up with a flat back, up to stand. Interlace the fingers, arch back. And exhale, bring the hands in front of the heart. Close the eyes. And let's do that on the other side. Inhale, reach the arms up. Interlace the fingers, arch it back. Exhaling, fold. Inhale, crown reaches forward. Exhaling the right foot back into a lunge this time. Inhale, chest reaches forward. Breathe into the hip flexor on the right side. Couple breaths here. Deep breath in, and on your next exhale, pull back into pyramid pose. Knee can be bent. And each time you inhale, you're pressing down with the front foot. And when you exhale, you're pulling the hips away from that. On your next inhale, bend into the knee, chest reaches forward. Exhaling, pull it back. Inhale, bending. Exhale, straighten. This time, bend into the knee, inhale. And as you exhale, plant the hands and step it back. Downward dog. Inhale your left foot up this time. Exhaling, step it forward and reach the left arm up as you inhale. And stay here for a couple of breaths. Breathing deep. Open up. Deep breath in. Exhale, swim that hand forward. And all weight into the left foot this time. Long spine, right foot up. Exhaling, fold it into standing split as your right big toe reaches up toward the sky. Big toe to the big sky. Inhale, get long. And feet together. Exhaling, fold. Inhale, come on back up. Interlace the fingers, arch it back. And exhale, hands in front of the heart. Close the eyes. Breathe into the energy that you just created. Now on your next inhale, sweep the arms up high, interlace the fingers, arch it back. Exhaling, fold it forward. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, left foot steps back, right foot meets it, downward dog. Lower the knees to the earth and come stand up on your knees. Hands to the hips, and we're coming into camel pose. So be as gentle as you need to be with yourself in this. So stick your butt out behind you, scoop the tailbone under, and come back up to stand. You should feel a nice engagement in the front of your thighs. Hands to the lower back, fingertips up or down. Inhale, chest reaches up toward the sky and start to arch it back. Hips pressing forward. And maybe you're staying here. If you don't feel much, maybe reach back for the heels, pressing the hips forward, chest reaching up and away from the feet. Maybe the head drops back, but only if the spine feels good and there's no compression in the lower back. Inhaling, come on up. Sit back on the heels, hands to the thighs, and close the eyes. Now let's do that one more time. Come stand up on the knees. Hands to the hips, scooping the tailbone under. Fingertips up or down. Aiming the curve into the upper spine. Hips press forward, arching back. Maybe the hands to the heels. But not because that's what you want to do. It's because it's what your body is asking for. Inhale, come back up, sit back on the heels, and close the eyes. Now come on forward. Bring the knees through and roll down onto your back. Bring the knees into the chest. Wrap your hands around your knees and give them a little squeeze. Maybe rolling back and forth. Lower back is flat on the floor. Maybe rock it side to side. Maybe making circles with your knees if you need a little extra massage. Now reach your feet up to the sky. Grab a hold in the back of the knees, the calves, or the feet, and stretch into the back of the legs. But you want to be where you can bend into the elbows a little bit, wherever that is for you. Pressing the heels up toward the sky, lower back is long on the ground, and the tailbone's reaching toward the front of the mat. Now bend the knees out to the sides, bottoms of the feet together if they'll go, and wrap the fingers together around the feet. And bring those feet in as close as they'll go. Could be far away, could be closer to the hips. And we're just doing a sort of a Supta Baddha Konasana, right? Recline butterfly. Elbows out to the side, just gently pull the feet in toward the hips. If that doesn't feel good at all on the hips, if your bones are made in a way that's just not happening today, we want to go into happy baby. All right, so bottoms of the feet up to the sky, hands to the outer blades of the feet, and stretch into the feet or into the hips that way. Now wherever you are, bring the knees back in. And we're going to do a couple of reclined twists. Easy for me to say. So let the knees drop over to the left. You may need to scoot the hips. Right arm reaches out to the right. Left arm out to the left and look to the right. You want both shoulders on the ground here. So press your left shoulder into the ground and that'll help the right come down. If that's just not happening, you may want to put something under your knees to help that. What you're looking for here is a hip stretch, maybe a little in the side waist. Now, if you're not feeling much, you might want to come back up and wrap the knees, or wrap the legs, one around the other. And let the knees fall to the left. On your next inhale, unwrap the knees if you wrapped them. And come on back to center, and we're going to take it over to the right. Now find the leg position that works for you. Get comfy, but with a nice stretch. And look left. Left shoulder on the ground this time. Pressing into the ground with the right. Nice deep release. On your next inhale, come on back to center. Maybe bring the knees in for a squeeze. And then release the legs long out in front of you. Feet flop open. Hands flop open. Close the eyes. Snuggle the shoulders in. Get comfortable for Shavasana, corpse pose. Now you can release the breath. Let it do whatever it wants. Now that you've moved tension out of your joints and muscles, just let them relax down. It's tempting sometimes to, especially in a home practice, to skip Shavasana. But for me, man, it's my favorite part. It's the real yoga. You know, during the class, you've trained your muscles to relax. And in Shavasana, you can really let them go. Now that we've worked out that tension. And each day practicing Shavasana, we learn a skill that we can use at night when falling asleep. Scanning the body, releasing the muscles, every little micro muscle. And that's how we release negative thoughts. Positivity and peace are found in the present. And when we focus on the body and connect the mind to the body, we are fully present. We're not sad about the past or concerned about the future. We're just here with nothing to do and nowhere to go. Now stay here as long as you like. And when you're ready, start to place the bottoms of the feet on the floor and bend the knees. Bring the hands to the upper thighs. Draw the knees into the chest. Give them a squeeze. And then roll on up to sit. Find a comfortable seat, cross-legged, half lotus, whatever feels good. Backs of the hands to the knees and close the eyes. Let the thumb and the forefinger touch. And we'll close it with a little gratitude. We clear the way. There's not much left but gratitude. So thank yourself for taking the time to get on the mat. Thank your body for letting you do so. And thank your breath for leading the way. Hands in prayer in front of the heart. 4 fingers to the third eye.